I built a 2x4 workbench with shelves, as shown in the attached photo. I'm no carpenter, but it turned out really well. The shelves are really handy. The whole thing is very sturdy. Highly recommend. I originally purchased several of these for my workshop. I was working with some odd space constraints and these definitely fit the bill. I was able to maximize all the space in my garage. After that, my son needed a workbench for his space, so I custom built him a Dodgers bench. Then my wife wanted a shoe rack bench and I had extra shelf pieces, so I made her what she wanted. These are fast, easy to do and tons of fun to get creative with. I had a great time planning this with my daughter. She drew the picture. I spent a lot of time looking at other pictures and reviews that others put on here. I kept it 8 foot long, 32 inches deep. I found that the 32 inches deep was just a touch too deep for me, but this allowed me to build a small frame for the wall control pegboard system, and I moved it in by the width of a 2x4. I put a lot of thought into what I wanted to place on each shelf. I will be placing a few bins on the very top for Christmas lights, ornaments, etc. I used espresso stain and I really like the look of this with the legs. I am not a woodworker or craftsman, but the 2x4 basics really helped me feel like one. I wish I would have considered doing this with my desk for my home office, as I would have been able to customize it to my liking, unlike the one I bought. My neighbor is a handyman and the other is an electrician, and both were impressed. Nothing on this was hard, I just took my time and everything worked out the way I wanted it. It is very sturdy and I can use a step stool to step on the workbench top and reach the upper shelf. I would be more than happy to answer any questions. Thanks to those that posted before me to help give me some ideas. Thanks to 2x4basics for coming up with the idea. Seems like everyone that bought this got to get some use out of the tools we all own or wanted to buy. Made a nice little reloading bench out of mine. It's 48 inches by 27 inches and built this size since the short side 2x4s were cut at 24 inches. Only problem with a bench this small is there's no room for the top shelves to mount without taking away most of the bench top. Sturdy and strong, and the shelf spacing allows you to place your feet on the bottom shelf when loading. Mine isn't bolted to the wall either, but is still very rigid and secure. Truth be told, I could have probably bought a nice pre-made bench for what this one cost us built, but I wouldn't have the satisfaction of building my own except for the legs. If I ever move, I don't think I'll go this route again. Can someone identify the part with the round knob hanging on the corners? See the circle center of my photo attached. I'd like to know where to get some. I'm really pleased with this easy to assemble workbench overall. Update, November 8th. I was able to drill out the holes for the legs. I ended up finding more of them that were filled. I'm working on this in my free time. I still haven't decided on color, and I still need to purchase pegboard for the back. Included are some pictures of my progress. You really are free to use your imagination about the table's layout. For my needs, I made this 3x6. It is approximately 7 feet tall. The area where the pegboard will be is 3 feet tall and 6 feet wide. It has an additional 12 inches by 6 feet storage area above. I'll update more as I progress on my build. I'm still working on getting this assembled, so I may update more later. Of the 4 main legs, 2 were perfect and as they were supposed to be. The other two looked like they came from the reject pile. Several of the holes were not fully formed. In addition, there was flashing and sprues still attached. A sprue is where the main nozzle injects liquid plastic into the mold. When the plastic hardens, the leftover plastic in the nozzle comes out with the molded part. I think these two legs are still usable, so I'm not returning. I'll just have to drill out some of the holes and trim up the parts. For $75, I shouldn't have to do this. So you get 3 stars for poor quality control. I can't say enough good things about these. I now have 3 and hope to get a 4th. Each time I need a new work surface, I consider building one from scratch, but the ease of assembly with these and the ability to change sizes with just a few screws makes these well worth the money. I built one of these in my home office this weekend and couldn't be happier. Makes a great workbench for hobbies and projects. I'm going to buy another one for my garage. These are very solid and would make a great workbench in the garage. Since you buy your own lumber, you get to decide the dimensions. I looked everywhere. Walmart, Kmart, stores all over town and Amazon, and could not find a good hobby desk to have the space I need for 1 or 2 3D printers and an area to put to do my sanding and airbrushing. I did find a few good ones on Amazon for $700 and up, but I thought that was too much. But then a friend told me about the 2x4basics, so I looked it up and saw it was perfect. Even came out better than I thought it would. I saw the other guy's pics and read up on it and thought, what the heck, spent $58.99 on the kit. $74.00 on great lumber, could have got cheaper lumber for the desk for $40, and a light kit for $21.00. F-rank 4-pack round panel LED under cabinet light, 1 watt per light, warm white, a pegboard faux. I do not do a lot of reviews, but I had to let people know this is worth the money. These frames are very durable and strong. I used a hacksaw to shorten the top by about 2 inches so that it would fit at the correct height next to this utility sink in my garage. Cutting with the hacksaw was quite easy. I customized it to fit an existing cutting board I have had for some time that was waiting for me to either find a table or make a table the right size for my purposes. This product did the job and I am happy with the results. I used 2x4 lumber as directed in the instructions for all sites except the top, where I used 5/4 x 6, cut in half lengthwise. 1/4 Luan plywood was used for the shelves. I wanted the top to be just slightly higher than the sink. I used my DeWalt miter saw to prepare all the wood and fitted it all together. It took a bit of time to get it all squared up, but the end result is remarkable. I am not a carpenter or ever worked in the business of home improvement. I am retired and like fixing things up myself when I can, even though it takes a bit of time. In the end, doing it myself is so rewarding. As a single mom homeowner, I have tools and needed a home for them. I love my new workbench. I had Home Depot cut my wood for me and it came out perfect. Will be adding lights and pegboard to the back, but it makes me happy to walk into my utility room now. I wanted to build a workbench to work on my guitars, previously doing work on floor, and ran across this product in Amazon. I thought it would make it a little easier since I am not a professional builder by any means. Well, once in a while a dog's butt sees the sunshine, and I was correct about my initial assessment. Having the legs taken care of and only requiring 90-degree cuts was a huge help. I did a lot of research of other people's builds, some really cool designs, and it took me about 3 full days to build mine, but a lot of that was painting the wood before assembly. I did purchase an extra set of the 2x4 shelf links, pack of 6, because I wanted to extend and have storage from the main bench. I love how this product allows you to be as basic or elaborate as you want to be. Very happy with the results and would highly recommend the 2x4basics custom workbench. Click link in description for more reviews.